One.
Good morning, everyone. I'm your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I'm so happy to see you all this Sunday morning. Before we begin, let me begin with a personal story. I recently, when I restarted resuming my career and socializing again, those something recently I read and it got stuck with me. If whether if you want someone, it's great. But if you need someone, it's not. Because today's theme is Dopamine-Waala Pyaar, because it's connect to the theme. As I was mentioning earlier, that I restarted my career and my socializing journey. And those feelings came back to me, those attraction, crushes, and those things came back to me. And this thought then stuck with me that do I really want someone or I need someone? So I tried something new last week. I went on a solo date, just me, no friends, no one else. And to my surprise, I loved it. I enjoyed it so much so that I promised myself that every month, once in a while, I'll go in such a solo date just to experience, just to explore my own self and understand myself better rather than trying to understand others. So yeah, it was one of the experience which came to my mind when I read the theme. And because today it's all about exploring the little sparks and quirks in love, let's start with a quick game to set the tone for today's T-Mod. Here, how we will play this game. If you have a partner, share one playful toxic trait about them. If you don't have a partner, share one toxic trait you don't want in your partner, in your future partner. And anyone can share how it will go. I'll start with that, and then whoever the next person you want to pass to, just say their name. So I will be starting. For me, a toxic trait is I can never tolerate inconsistency. One day, yes, another day, no. I can't handle that. So, yeah. All right. I'll pass it on to Hirinder.
Sorry, I was just making note for the changes in the meeting. Can you please repeat, Toastmaster Rashi?
You have to share one toxic trait about your partner and then pass it on to the other Toastmaster, whoever you want to.
Thank you, Rashi, but I don't find any toxic trait in my partner. Very lucky to have such a wonderful partner, but I'll pass it on to others who want to share.
Take one name.
I'll pass on to Toastmaster Neetal.
I'll pass on to Toastmaster Monica.
Have you shared yours, Neetal?
Yeah, I did know mood swings.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. Okay.
For me, it's actually not a toxic trait, but I get pissed off when he does that, is pushing me to follow the timeline, to be punctual. I pass it on to Mohit.
I'm so fortunate to have such a lucky partner and like such an amazing, perfect partner. Like totally, it's impossible for me to think of any toxic trait. It's all me, like when it comes to anything that goes wrong all the time. And I'm just improving, working on myself. Passing on to Toastmaster Deepti.
I hope the meeting recording has started. I will use
Yes.
this for future reference. Thank you. Um, okay, I'll be honest. I won't lie. So the toxic trait that I see in my partner is that he's too patient, extremely patient, especially when it comes to dealing with a person like me. So that is the That's the toxic trait that I see. I'll pass it on to you, Vivek.
Okay, thank you. I have a wonderful partner, even though she is not here. But uh, one thing which I find, I will not say toxic, but one thing bothers me that sometimes she's too caring about people, anybody comes in to her for any help, and then she will lose the sense of time. And that's what I believe that once you lose the sense of time, then sometimes then you lose yourself. And once you lose connection with yourself, then you are not existing. So this is something probably it's good as well as it is bad. I think it requires a balance. Thank you.
Pass it on to someone, Vivek.
Okay, let me pass it on to whose video is on. Mehak Kapoor.
I don't have a partner yet, so I'm not sure what should I say. But I think that a toxic trait that I don't want, maybe someone who is not too emotional. I would now pass it on to Toastmaster Ravinder.
For me, but I think it's common to every man, just continuously following up when you are coming back from the office, because and that's push a lot when we are just stuck with the task in the night after 6 7, then we continuously getting the call, are you coming, or you are with your friends, you going for the party somewhere. So that is toxic to me. Okay, who is left? I'll pass to Prem Prakash.
Yeah, so possibly toxic trait in anyone, since partner is up above. So that is, this not keeping the timelines, and yeah, so keeping me waiting for after one is ready and waiting. So that is one. Yeah. So let me pass it on to Arjun.
So the toxic trait that I don't want or that I don't like is interrogation questions. Where are you? What are you doing? What are you eating next? How are you feeling? No. If I want to tell you, I will tell you. Otherwise, don't. Otherwise, I don't want to tell you. So yeah, interrogation.
Is there someone left, Arjun, to you to pass on?
What about I can see Neha. Is Neha done?
No. There are some people left.
Neha.
Let's wrap fast now.
Mm.
What happened? Neha, are you there?
Yes. I think my internet just lagged just at that moment when you said my name. I'm so sorry. So I would say one
What?
toxic trait that I don't want.
So
Am I audible?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So yeah, I do have a partner, and fortunately, he doesn't have any bad trait. Just one thing that I would like him to work on will be managing finances. Not having casual attitude for finances, like we have money, spend it. No, you should save something. So that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So wow, that was fun. Thank you everyone for sharing and starting our meeting with so much energy. Before we move forward, just a few quick reminders to make sure our meeting runs smoothly. Keep yourself on mute unless you're speaking. If you can, please keep your camera on. We love to see your happy faces. Use the chat box to cheer for our speakers or drop words. And most importantly, enjoy yourself, support each other. Back to you, presiding officer, Toastmaster Monica.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rashi, for a wonderful start of the meeting. Your energy actually brought a lot of positivity and a lot of enthusiasm. So we need this energy. Good job. Thank you so much for that. So welcome everybody for today's meeting. I'm really happy to welcome you all for yet another great meeting that we're gonna witness. Few announcement I would like to make. I could see that we have few guests today. I'm really happy. We have a great strength, and I'll come back to the guest to understand how they felt about the meeting towards the end of the meeting, just to kickstart the normal flow. So just to make few announcements today. One is about the expert series that we introduced. At this point, I really want to thank and appreciate Mohit for initiating the concept, driving it, and even creating all that was needed, pushing it through, running it through. It was a fabulous event that happened yesterday. If any one of you have missed it, please go and check the Leaders Connect WordPress page where he has detailed out. The recording is also available. And one input I really request everyone that as we want to continue with this session every alternate week, we'll be using this Saturday slot continuing. So a request to all of you to share what all topics would you like to see, what all can you contribute. If you know somebody who can come and share their knowledge with us, we really would like that input. For that, you can use either the WhatsApp group for sharing your thoughts and the recommendation for the next presenter, or you can also drop a comment on the WordPress page also. That will also help us to push the and publicize that page as well. So that's a one request to everyone. Second announcement, important one, especially for the EC members, but it's for everyone. There is a TLI trainings being conducted, which are offline sessions. I would recommend that everyone who can go and join the sessions, please go ahead. Of course, it's mandatory for all the club leaders, but everybody is really appreciated to go and network and, of course, speak about our club and do a lot of marketing for us. I'll be speaking more on that for sure. And third big announcement, an opportunity for all of us to win an award. Who all wants an award? So you have a great opportunity. Toastmaster Club has the organization announced I Inspire Awards, where individuals can bring in or sponsor new members or existing members, and they can then volunteer themselves for receiving these awards. So I would again appreciate everyone to see how can they actually bring in more people and also win award for that. I've already shared the link for the TI training as well as I Inspire Award in the WhatsApp groups. So please take a note and take that initiative. That would be really great value add to our club as well. And of course, we'll of course would like most of us to get these awards. Why to lose any such opportunities? So with that, I am done with the crucial announcements I wanted to make. There'll be more coming in the next meetings, but for now, I would like to kickstart the meeting today. I will like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, which is Arjun. Toastmaster Arjun, the stage is yours. Please take it up. Thank you. You're not audible yet.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. So, as the Sergeant Arms opened meeting today, by saying that she has been going for solo dates. You can say
Arjun,
that.
Arjun, your voice is lagging. I'm not sure if it is for me only or everybody.
Oh, man.
It's for everyone.
Wait.
Now it's fine, Toastmaster Arjun.
My Wi-Fi is always like this. Even Wi-Fi because gives me great speed sometimes.
Arjun, I think you can use the two device, one for video, one for audio. I think that may help you with your Wi-Fi. If you'll use the single device for both, it may the bandwidth will be less. Okay.
Is it okay now? Yeah. Okay. So, as the Sergeant at Arms mentioned at the beginning, she has been going on solo dates, and I feel like this is a common thing in today's day and age. This today's day and age because a lot of us, our dopamine receptors have been so fried because of social media and TikTok and all that stuff that we don't even know what love feels like anymore. And love actually, if you look at it, is our drive and our desire for life's greatest prize. Okay, it is. But if you can't have it, then you go back to the nets and say, okay, you know what? Like, let it be. I don't want to play this game anymore. So imagine that you met somebody new and you were under the influence of alcohol or under the influence of whatever you think good, and then or you just find everything fascinating. You hardly even know the person, but you find them so fascinating that you cannot help but obsess over them. Now, why does that happen? Why that happens? Because dopamine is the chemical which which makes us always pursue the future. Always. Like we think of dopamine in the modern day as something which we get when we scroll social media, and we always think of it in like negative terms. Negative, okay, yeah, you are getting from here. We don't see its positive side. Positive side is you imagine this great future, you imagine all this amazing things. Like the popular Hindi song says, no, सपने दिखाता है यही, हंसाता है यही, यही रुलाता है. मतलब it is the thing that makes you see dreams. It is the one that makes you cry. It is the one that makes you laugh. So whenever you see, even for something, like you see something on Amazon or you see something in a jewelry shop and you don't have it yet, but you imagine yourself having it. You imagine, oh, how your friends will talk about you when you have it. And so then you start dreaming. But once you have it, then it's gone. Like that, all of that dreams and all of that reality, dreams have gone because dopamine is like the chemical which makes you dream. It's more about imagination. It's more about projecting into the future. It's not about actually having. It's not going to be there when you actually have the thing. Okay, it's always going to be something that you don't yet have, which makes sense. Like, why would you want something that you don't have? Why would you want something that you already have? I mean, you only want something that you don't have, or that you cannot have, or that it would be nice to have. So, most poems and most shairis you will see always focus on the not having part because that is where all of the fun is. Okay, when after having met once and then for long periods of time separation, like the popular Hindi song, चार दिनों का प्यार लंबी जुदाई लंबी जुदाई. I feel the 4 days of love, and then I think that is how our brains are wired, because you cannot sustain that state of enhanced anticipation and enhance. If you are a dopamine addict, if you're a dopamine junkie, this is how you have to. This is the only one that this is how dopamine will be maximally secreted. If you are a normal person, if you are a stable, emotionally secure person, yes, for you, then comfort, security, and all of those other stuff, that is also dopamine, but it's a different kind. It's like D2, where it's like this sofa. Like you have a sofa at home, it's stable, it's comfortable, but it's like a utility for you. Okay, it's not, you don't dream about your sofa. You just go there and you just like the comfort of it. So for people who are emotionally mature, they are okay being that comfort for others, or they are okay. They don't want to be. You don't ask your sofa how are you feeling every day. So if you are living in the modern times where everybody is a dopamine junkie, you have to harness these things. You cannot because you cannot be a stable emotionally green. You cannot be green flag basically. So I in this presentation, as we go forward, I will tell you all the red flag things that are actually red chilies. Red flags are not red flags; they're actually red chilies, because people want red chilies in their life. Because people want reality TV, people want horror movies, people want junk food, Chinese, like all of that stuff. So it all comes from wanting to feel alive, and people wanting to feel alive and mistaking that aliveness for mistaking dopamine for being alive. As meeting progress, I will tell you more and more about how dopamine works and how to harness its power for evil, and help you get what you want out of this aspect of life. For now, we will proceed with the meeting. A Toastmasters meeting has three main sections: the prepared speeches section, where people come with prepared speeches; the table topic section, where people will speak on topics that are presented literally 1 or 2 seconds before. It's a table topic, which means anything comes up at the table, at a dinner table, at any table, you will have you will practice to speak on that. And the third part is the evaluation, where all the prepared speeches will be evaluated. So uh, to explain to you about further, I would like to invite on stage general evaluator for this meeting, which is Toastmaster Hirinder. Toastmaster Hirinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun, for introducing us a new philosophy of dopamine. I only connected dopamine with chemical that produces happiness or make us feel the happiness, but you have connected it to the future references. Um, Today, I'll be playing a journal evaluator role, and my role would be to evaluate how the meeting structure and how we execute the meeting, and we'll try to share the feedback to improve the in any way possible. And in so, I have a team that can support and will support me in the task. So I would like to call upon my tag team, the timer, Toastmaster Neetal, to explain her role first. What to you, Toastmaster Neetal?
Thank you, Toastmaster Hirinder. So the most crucial thing in life is time. Once the time is passed, we cannot get back. So yesterday I thought not to attend this meeting and to go to a local club. When I woke up in the morning, there were songs coming from the temples nearby. Then I realized today is Bonal, a festival that is celebrated specifically in Telangana, where people take out possessions. So imagine the roads full of traffic, me stuck in traffic jam. I thought better skip it and come back to this. So in that way, I end up being here, but being loved, always being loved to be here. So my time was good. I did not stuck in the traffic jam. So your time is good. I'm your timer for the day. So the speech, we have two speeches today. and the speech timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I'll show a green card. At 6 minutes, I show a yellow card, and 7 minutes, I'll be showing a red card. So I'll be changing the background of my video. So I think it is visible and comfortable for everyone. Yeah. And then we will have table topics that will be for 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I'll be showing a green card. At 1.5 minutes, I'll be showing an yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll be showing a red card. So you have an opportunity to speak up to 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And I'll encourage everyone to take the full opportunity for the time. And then we'll come to the evaluate section, where evaluate will be for 2 to 3.5 minutes. So at 2 minutes, it will be a green card. 3 minutes, it will be a yellow card, and 3.5 minutes, it will be a red card. And I hope everyone enjoys the meeting, and all the best to the speakers. Back to you, Toastmaster Hirinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetal. Do we have our counter back in meeting?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Mukesh. Sorry, I didn't see you. So
Yeah.
now it's time to introduce the R counter of the day, Toastmaster Mukesh. Toastmaster Mukesh, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I, Mukesh Yadav, and today I have the role of a counter. My responsibility is to listen the carefully and note down any filler words used by our speakers and our table topic speakers in the speeches. The filler words like you know, so, like, and repeated phrases. These words can distract our message, and it's what we've tried to communicate. So I will be noting down those messages, and end of the meeting, I will be presenting my report on calling by the general evaluator. Thank you. Over to you, Virendra. Toastmaster
Thank you,
Virendra.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukesh. And now the most important part of our speech, which makes the meaning as intended, the grammar. And we have the grammarian of the day, none other than Toastmaster Dipti. So, Toastmaster Dipti, please come forward and explain your role.
Sure. Thank you so much, Hirinder. So as a grammarian today, I will record the good usages and the not so good usages of grammar throughout the meeting. And apart from that, I am also supposed to share a word of the day and an idiom of the day. So the word of the day for today is as simple as serendipity. It's a noun. I will also paste it in the chat group with sample sentences and its meaning. Serendipity means good luck in making unexpected or happy discoveries. Okay, by when you find something by fluke, it's serendipity. So in everyday life, let's say you're looking for your laptop or your phone charger, you've not been finding it, and suddenly you find it under the bed. That's serendipity. You take a walk in the park and you meet somebody, a long lost friend, okay, from childhood. That's serendipity. Um, um, there's so many, so serendipity can happen anytime, any place. Suddenly you have a solution to a problem like Eureka, and you're like, oh, wow, I think I found a fabulous solution to our problem that has been hunting us for the last so many days. That's serendipity. Learning something new is serendipity. And today, I hope that this feeling of serendipity helps us find our love in everyday life, not necessarily in a particular person, but in everyday life. That's the word of the day. Long meaning, long explanation, but a beautiful word. I hope everybody tries to use this word today in their table topic section, in their speeches, and whenever they get an opportunity to speak. The idiom of the day is you were born to be real, not perfect. The meaning is self-explanatory. I hope we find enough opportunities to use the word, the idiom of the day as well. With that, back to you, Hirinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti, and I hope we find more moments of serendipity in our meeting today. With that, uh, back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arjun.
Okay. So now that we have identified our objective is to become the sole drug dealer for a particular person. This person is a dopamine junkie, and you have to become the sole dealer of this dopamine for them. What is the number one way to do that? The number one way to do that is to not be with them, is to be unavailable all the time. Just be unavailable, but not all the time. So, according to research and this is not some like random YouTube research I'm talking about Dr. Robert Sapolsky. He has written so many books. He's a Stanford psychologist, and his books Behave and Determined and all have been very, very influential in my thinking and about this topic also. So, according to that research, dopamine secretion is maximized when the uncertainty of something happening is 50%. 50%. If it is too close to 20%, 30%, then the person will lose interest. Or if it is too close to 70%, 80%, ki anytime you try to do something and it happens, 80% of the time, it's like people lose, okay, fine, it's more or less reliable. And in the matters of love or dopamine-Waala Pyaar, dopamine-based love, the worst thing you want to do is be reliable. Because being reliable, what does being reliable mean? Being reliable means you're going to be taken for granted. It is like being a sofa. It is always going to be there. And so then why will anybody treat you well? Matlab, I'm talking about specific target audience. Okay, this is not for like general life. But yeah, if you're dealing with somebody who's dopamine from their love life, you cannot be available, you cannot be reliable, you cannot be taken for granted. And so you want to keep the percentage as close to 50% as possible. Only 50% of texts get replied. Only 50% of their requests for time get you only meet them 50% of the time. If you make it too low, like ghosting for 1 week, 2 week, whatever, then the person will lose interest. Ki, okay, this is like not reliable at all because there is no certainty because the failure rate is too high. But if the success rate is also too high, then also the person will lose interest. And this is not, and it is not as though only like even social media companies take advantage of this. Have you ever noticed that on Instagram, whenever you log in, and even though nothing new has happened in your feed, like nobody has watched your stories, nobody has done anything, even then, like 50% of the time or close to 50% of the time, that heart emoji will be active and they will show you some random nonsense. Ki this person has posted something you might like, this person has invited to your broadcast channel or whatever. So they are actually trying to hook you in with that same principle. Because we are all looking for that notification icon, so they will keep sending you notifications, even though nothing has happened. And sometimes, even when something has happened on your feed or somebody has liked, they will not show you the notification until you log in 2 or 3 more times, and then they will show you the notification because they are trying to keep that ratio as close to 50% as possible. Because in this day and age, they have all turned us into dopamine junkies, which is like the short-term dopamine. Okay. But this is not the only way in which dopamine works because dopamine is also the long-term thing. Like everything that we do as humans, which is amazing, which is remarkable, which is inspiring, it also has because of dopamine. Because you cannot convince any monkey or any cat to lose weight for next year or to save up for their children's future or to sacrifice themselves for a better afterlife. All these things are also possible because of dopamine, because of long-term dopamine. Okay, so dopamine is not just about short-term pleasure. It is not an enemy. Yes, if you use it, if you misuse it, if you feed the wrong kinds of dopamine in your brain, yes, then it will be your worst enemy. But if you can like somehow flip it over, I like to say that Adani and your local drug addict are both dopamine junkies, but it's like different kinds of. Okay, so we can now proceed with the meeting. The prepared speeches section. For the first speaker today, the evaluator is Toastmaster Mehak. Toastmaster Mehak, can you please explain the objectives of speech?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arjun. Greetings, everyone. Today, the speaker, Toastmaster Prem, is going to present a speech from level 2 of the presentation mastery pathway. The purpose of the speech is to inspire and to motivate the audience to read. The title of the speech is Breaking Boundaries, People, Planet, and Progress. Timer, please note that the timings for the speech would be 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the speaker all the very best. We'll share the evaluation report in the general evaluation segment. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Arjun.
I would just like to check my video and audio.
Yes, your video and audio are pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
So Toastmaster Prem Prakash, I don't know his speech title. So Toastmaster Prem Prakash, what speech? I'll announce it right now.
You can announce.
Yeah, sure, you announce.
Toastmaster Prem Prakash, Breaking Boundaries, People, Planet, and Progress. Breaking Boundaries, People, Planet, and Progress. Toastmaster Prem.
Father, you had promised me a car after the exams get over, and I do well. Soon you see my exam is getting over, and I hope you keep the promise. Oh, well, yes, son, I will definitely. I'll definitely keep my promise. Oh, Father, my exams are over, results are out. And here you see the results. I have done exceedingly well. In fact, I have topped my course. So I hope you keep your promise and you give me the car key. Oh, well, yes, son. Sure. Here it is. Please take this. This is your reward. Oh, no, Father. What is this? This is a book. I don't like a book. I want to have a car key. Well, the son is agitated. He walks away. He feels very upset. The father requests him, but he doesn't agree. And the son is out of the house. Days, months, and years pass. Son does not come back. The father becomes ill. He then informs his friends and relatives to request his son to come back. But son, still adamant, does not come back. Couple of years pass by, and unfortunately, father passes away. Son gets to hear this, then he comes back. He, of course, is very, very sad. Then he goes around looking for that book in the house. He opens a box, and there he sees that book. He takes that book and he opens it. And when he opens, there was that key which he was looking for, the car key. Good morning, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Books are treasure within. Let me ask you, If you were to enter a book world, what book would you be? If you were to play a book character, what character would you like to play? Book reading is a superpower in this noisy and distracted world. It builds in empathy, it builds in imagination, deep thinking. Think about it. When I do a book presentation and participants are doodling, I'm promoting book reading. When I go to a bookshop, skim through the books, sip coffee, I'm promoting book reading. When I go down to Lodi Gardens and sit quietly and read, I'm promoting book reading. When I participate in any activity organized by a bookshop, like Bari Sons, the Kunzums, the Madan bookstores, the Bookworm, and so many of them, I am promoting book reading. If I participate in national mission of libraries, the National Digital Library Mission, I am promoting book reading. If I am part of a book club, I am doing or I am promoting book reading. So how many of us are doing that? Think about it. Beyond boundaries, people, planet, progress. We break boundaries even when we read. In corporate world, they talk about triple P. You add peace and participation, you make it 5P. You cross boundaries. In national curriculum framework, it talks about cross-cutting themes. You are breaking boundaries. Doctors without boundaries, MSF. You are crossing boundaries. What are boundaries after all? Not only physical, it's mental as well. The self-belief, self-limiting beliefs, imposter syndrome. Possibly Lakshman Rekha, had that not been there, we wouldn't have had Ramayana maybe. Let me ask you a few terms related to books. Biblionost. Anyone knows books? Bibliophile, lover of books. Lectiophile, lover of reading. Libro cubicularis, who read books at night. And lectiophile. There are many of such terms, very interesting ones. So what is the call to action? Are we going to be part of the book club? Are we ready for that? Are we forming a community of book lovers? Let's do that. What did Malala say? One book, one child, one teacher can change the world. Are we ready to change the world, my dear friends? Over to you, Toastmaster Vijay. Thank you.
That was a very mission-driven speech, Prem Prakash ji. Like how everything you do is to promote the love of reading. Everything I do is to make society have more red flags because I have failed miserably in my relationship. So I will make sure that everybody else also cannot be happy in their relationships. So you have had a good first date, somebody new. Okay, somebody exciting, somebody new, and somebody fresh. And now you had a good time, and now you have to decide when to text them back. What is the correct answer? After 2 hours, after 1 day, after 3 days, or after 1 week? What do you think? What is the correct time?
You're asking me, Arjun?
No, I'm asking everybody. I'm asking the room. 1 week. Hirender says 1 week. You like this person, you would like to have another date with this person to get to know them better, but what is the correct timeline to
These days, people don't have patience. So if you want to take something forward, you have to be active.
okay. So but yeah, but 4 hours, I think so again, these days people have patience. That's what whole business is. Everybody a dopamine junkie nowadays, and nobody really wants true love, because true love is about having something. Okay, it's like having something, being something. But when society has become very much about dopamine, it is about craving something. People want to crave, people want to not have. So you have to maximize the feelings of not having versus the feeling of actually having. So I think the more gap you give, the more dopamine is going to, like these junkies, the more they will think that they are in love. So yeah, so it's just something that popped into my head. For now, we'll go to the next speech. The next speech is by Toastmaster Mona, and I would like the evaluator Vivek Agarwal to present the objectives of her speech.
Good morning. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Arjun. So today I will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Monica Talwar. She will be delivering Project 1 of Level 1, Icebreaker speech. This is her second pathway, Dynamic Leadership. The purpose of the speech is to for member to introduce herself to the club members. And since she has already completed one pathway, so I will not go to the second purpose of the speech, which is like learning the basics of the delivering speech. And there are many new members in the club, so probably it's a great opportunity for us to learn more about Toastmaster Monica. The title of her speech is Why Not Me? Why Not Me? And timer, please note, duration of her speech is 4 to 6 minutes. I wish Toastmaster Monica all the best. Toastmaster Monica, why not me? Toastmaster Monica, why not me?
Is my audio clear?
Yeah.
Just check with your memory. Whenever there was a challenge in your life, a bigger one, what was the first question you asked God? Anyone? It's why
Why
me?
me?
Yes, it's why me. Have you ever asked why not me? But never mind. Say you acknowledge this is a problem and there is no way out then to solve it. What did you do next? Anyone?
Rip, complain, get angry,
Hmm.
frustrated,
And afterwards,
take action.
Thank you,
we
God.
try action. Yes, that would be the comment. But the next thing we do is take action. We try different routes. The word try means that you have an opportunity. It's not just a word, but it's actually a platform where you learn new things, you understand yourself, and this gives you a platform to evolve yourself to become a better version. I am fortunate to have many such incidents, but I'll be covering two major ones, which jolted me and actually helped me to become what I have become. Incident one. It was Janmashtami Eve, and I was getting ready. Suddenly, my auntie appeared. Why are you getting ready, Mona? Chachi will be going to Mandir for Janmashtami tonight. No, you can't go. You are on your periods. Nahi, Chachi, I can manage myself. I would like to go. Baba, you can't go. You are impure. You can't touch the temple. You will have to stay back home. stay back home. I'm impure. What did I do? Why such misbehavior? And I felt as if she slapped me tight on my face and to inner child in me without even touching me. What kind of a hypocrisy is this? These people who would actually go and visit the doctor if their daughter don't get periods well on time, making me say I should be shameful of that. Initially, I thought, why me, God? Why I'm going through this? But then I turned this to a moment of serendipity. I decided it's not to live a perfect life, but a real me should come out. Why should I agree if I don't agree? And why not to disagree if I totally disagree with it? I choose to take my stand. I choose to decide and convert myself in a stronger and confident version who won't feel depleted, but will find her deservability here. I took a stand. I don't agree to that. And I really didn't taught any of such things to my daughter or to my younger sister. I completely object that. That helped me to gain the courage. Second incident, I had to opt for my higher studies, but because of financial constraint, we didn't have that much of fund. We looked around, seeking help from our families, relatives. Nobody came to our rescue. But God sent us an angel in the form of this bank manager who came in, approached, called my father. Talwarji, why don't you come and fetch the loan check with just signing few documents? We can complete the formalities later, but get Mona's admission done. And this angel helped me when nobody was ready. Same auntie came back. Do you have some shame? You're putting your father under so much of debt. Would he pay your loan or would he help your brother to study? Think thoroughly. You're not doing good. Again, what's wrong here? One way you're saying daughter and son are okay. But when it's about spending the money, again double standard? What kind of a hypocrisy? Initially, I really thought, why me? Why I'm putting my father under the pressure? But at the same time, I said, why not me bring the change? When my father is confident, he is proud enough that I am the first girl of the child, this house who is going for higher studies. Who are they to reject me and shame me out? Again, I change. Why me to why not me to bring this change and take ownership? I confidently went with my father to the bank. We collected the check, deposited to my college, and I am confident and really proud to say that yes, I paid off all the loan by myself. I never put my father under the financial pressure, and my father is so very proud of me. Not only that, each and every girl of our house is now higher study and properly educated. Everybody was sponsored, not even in my family, but across, taking me as an example, taking my father as an example. Now, here I have a question. We will, of course, get so many challenges in our life. We have an opportunity to either become deservable of the success or may feel depleted. We can feel lack, or maybe we can create the resources for ourselves. Your challenges are a moment for you to choose what your life trajectory would be. Now, a question back to all of you. When next time the problem occurs, what would you ask God? Why me or why not me? Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
That was such a dopamine-inducing speech, Monica. Can we all take one moment, a minute to give her feedback in the comments? Meanwhile, I'll conduct a quiz.
I think we need to give a
Uh,
standing ovation being her icebreaker speech.
oh, yes.
Thank you so
I can't
much.
release.
Thank you so much.
Oh, if this was the icebreaker, how would the level 3, level 4 look like? I can't wait. So, so if So let's take a common scenario while people are giving Monica ji feedback in the comments. So maybe you've been seeing somebody for like the last 3 or 4 months, and then they pop the dreaded question, where is this going? What are we? Or are we anything? So what is the correct answer to give to this question? If you want to maximize the dopamine secretion, okay, this is not about true love or anything like that. This is about playing the dopamine game. So yeah, what do you say if somebody asks where is this going? Okay, I'll give option one. Option one is yeah. This is yeah, we'll take it to the next level. That is the correct thing to do. That is option one. Or option two is no, nothing. Like we are nothing. What is the correct answer to give? Again, from the point of view of not love, but from the point of view of dopamine junkies. Option A, yeah. Master Rashi is deliberately yes. Who else says option A? So the thing is, the more certainty you give, again, like I said, dopamine is about it's about instant gratification. Yes, it's about like food, and this and that. But even when Swiggy comes, when you know that something is about to come, it is like I think the best part about a Swiggy delivery coming is the waiting for the food. I feel okay, like food is going to come. Once you've had the food, then I don't think you are anymore, then you don't feel anything about it. So the way to maximize dopamine for somebody who's a dopamine junkie is to maximize uncertainty, really. That like you cannot give anybody any certainty. That is the unfortunate reality. So the option B would be the evil dopamine junkie thing to do. Ki, yeah, nothing. Like I don't know when I'm going to see you next. I don't know when, if this is the last time we meet. It is like, how they say live every day as if it was your last. I think you should apply that principle in your relationships if you want to maximize dopamine. Meet every time as if this is the last time, or rather, like how I like to say, always be moving on. Like move on from the first minute you meet, you're always moving on. Okay. Always be moving on. So that is how you have to conduct yourself in this day and age. For now, we'll go to the next segment of today's meeting, which is the table topic section. Who's the table topic?
Yeah, hi Arjun, it's me.
Yeah. So table topics master for today is Toastmaster.
Ravinder.
I can't see you. Ravinder. Toastmaster Ravinder. So Toastmaster Ravinder, take it away.
Okay, before we start, I think I see Rashi was raising her hand. So do you have any question to Arjun, Rashi, before we move to table topic?
I just wanted to ask a question to Arjun that when somebody is saying no, it is also certain that that person is not interested in you. Then you'll just move on, right?
No, you have to confuse them. You have to give mixed signals. Your body is saying yes, you're very like, but your words are saying no.
Okay. So it's not a no.
Yeah.
Arjun, you
Master
mentioned about
Rashi.
the book, some Robert something. What book was that?
Yeah, Robert Sapolsky. Yeah, Robert Sapolsky. Wait, I'll bring it.
Oh, that book, Behave.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This one.
I have this here.
Oh wow.
So behave and better than behave. Better than behave is, and since you live in Juhu, like I am actually thinking of starting something like reading this book because it's very difficult to read. His next book, Determined, is much more easier to read, which
Right.
is a much better book also. this is very hard to read. I was thinking, ki, should I start an online book club so that every week we can together read a chapter of this a week at a time. So, anyways, so tabletop section.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Arjun. Good morning,
Yeah.
fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the most spontaneous and exciting part of our meeting, table topics. This segment is all about thinking on your feet, expressing yourself, and having the fun with unexpected questions. So mostly let's talk about on the today theme, dopamine, dopamine. So sorry, dopamine. So the first who want to come first? Okay, is saying Dipti and Mohit, you guys please decide because you both raised the hand at the same time. Right, I don't want any
Mohit,
conflict.
please go ahead.
Okay, great. Mohit, for you, how do you reward yourself after hard work? How do you reward yourself after hard work?
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravinder. It's amazing the way we are discussing these topics, which are close to my heart and I think everybody's hearts. How do I reward myself after having done something nice? So, for a very long time, I have been one person who believed in external validation, which is to seek validation from your manager, your teacher, sometimes your spouse. And whenever they feel happy, I'm okay. Whenever they feel unhappy, I think I haven't done enough. But this external validation is pretty risky, right? It depends, it completely takes the control away from you and gives it to somebody else. It's like your keys are in somebody else's hand and they want to drive it the way they want to drive it. So finally, I discovered that it is me, my intrinsic motivations, which should drive what I do. And it should be me who should be deciding. Yes, I do consider external inputs, but at the end of the day, I should be the one who decides whether I did something or how well I did something. And in order for me to feel the light at the end of the tunnel, I decide the rewards upfront. So whenever I choose a particular thing to do, a project, some pursuit, I decide the reward that I will give to myself. It could be something as simple as a book, or it could be something bigger in terms of monetary value. So I have gifted myself a lot of things, including many, many books, many, uh, what else? I think memberships to a library, for example, to myself, um, Toastmasters membership, which I give to others also. If I do something nice, I give the membership to others also. So net, yes, I do reward myself a lot, and that gives me a kick. That tells me that yes, buddy, you've done something right. And I think the same thing you all should do as well. And with that, I would hand it over back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. Yeah, definitely. Reward is the key to motivate either self or to others. And reward can be in any form of it's your words, money, or the books. Yeah, great. Thanks. Okay, may I see the next? So I'll go with Dipti. Okay, and then Vivek there in queue. Okay, Dipti, for you, what is one thing you just do for joy? What is one thing you do just for joy?
Thank you, Ravinder, for that topic. What is the one thing that I do for joy? Um, I feed myself. I love to feed myself. And if I am on a down trail, I just step out and feed myself with anything that I feel like eating. It could be a rasgulla, rasmalai, which is something sweet, or it could be probably a Subway sandwich, or just a chocolate. That's where I find joy. Of course, if the timings are odd, there are other things that I take interest in. And it also depends on the kind of joy I want to feed myself with. So, yes, I sit down to write. Sometimes I pick up my pen and draw out a doodle, mandala, or just listen to my playlist. My playlist is called Happy Hours, and that's what gives me joy. So when it's not food, it's either introspection with writing or mandala, or it's just enjoying songs which are my favorite. That's what gives me joy. Back to you, Ravinder.
Great, Dipti. I seen most of our Toastmaster went offline when you just start speaking about the sweets, rasgulla, this and that, chocolates. Might be they went to pick it. But yes, amazing feed. I started thinking you just sit alone and start giving feedback to yourself. I thought, okay, now then when you start speaking Rasgulla, it's yeah, definitely everyone has a different kind of joy, and I think you have a lot of. It's great. I think next we can go with Vivek. So Vivek, for you, what's better, comfort or challenge? What's better, comfort or challenge?
Hi, comfort or challenge? I used to think about it, be comfortable, sit in my sofa, eat some snacks, and keep watching TV. That used to be the definition of my comfort few years back. However, last few years, I changed the definition of my comfort. I take a challenge and I bring it as part of my comfort zone. For example, reading. This was never comfortable to me, but I brought it in my comfort zone. Public speaking. This was never part of my comfort area, but I brought it in my comfort zone. Writing. This was also never part of my comfort zone, but I brought it as part of my comfort zone. So today, I love challenges. I love to do new things. Last year, I went for trekking. Again, this was not planned, but somebody nudged me, and I started thinking, if he can do it, why not me? And I just jumped into it without much preparation, but I could pat my back the day I completed the summit, Chandrashila summit, 12,100 feet. So when I started tasting, when I started experiencing new things in life, then I understood comfort is not what I have been doing in past. Comfort is when we do new things in life. So just keep looking for new things, be curious and connect yourself better. Today, my biggest comfort is me because I have a clean connection with me. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, Vivek, you spoke very well on that topic because for us, comfort is the same. You said we just sit on the sofa, food and everything. But I find challenge is the comfort, and something looks challenge until unless we not step in, and we step in, that challenge become comfort for us. Yes, right. Truly said. Thanks, Vivek. Okay, who's next? Next is Mukesh. Mukesh, for you. Mukesh, how does your phone affect your mood? How does your phone affect your mood?
Um, Thanks, Toastmaster Ravinder. How my phone affect my mood. So I would say nowadays, whenever I feel disappointed, angry, or looking for some motivation, just I move back to my phone to look for the things which can motivate me, which can help me to elevate from the disappoint mode, or to look into more connected things which I am looking for. Every time I feel some changes, like every time I feel I need some information about this, or I need some guidance, I just move back to my phone for these things. But I feel that's affecting my mood in positive or in negative, in the both the way, but more in the negative way. I'm quite, my screen time has been increased. I want to minimize that, and for that I'm planning, I'm quite inspired by the today's speech by the our sir Prem Prakash. And instead of going back to the phone, I want to plan to move back to the reading books. That's the plan, and minimize my screen time. So it's instead of affecting my mood, it's just helped me to get the things done. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravinder.
Yeah, thanks, Mukesh. Definitely, phone affect a lot of our mood. This was one of our common friend whose wife is friend of your wife too, and they went to Rome somewhere in Europe, and your wife seen the pictures, then definitely your mood is going to be spoiled. But it's parallelly we get the some motivational as well, like when we read the some articles, some speeches. So yes, agree, phone affect a lot. So I think let's speak one or two from the guests. So anyone who from the guest uh, want to take part in the table topic, or shall I pick myself? I'm seeing Swati Agarwal is guest, I think, right? Swati, would you like to take topic and speak?
Hi, Ravinder. Swati
Yeah, hi.
here. Yes,
Yeah, hi.
you are a guest here. I got introduced to this session, and this is the first time I'm joining a Toastmasters meet.
Yeah, good. So, would you like to speak? Can I give you the topic for?
Sure, you can give me a
Okay,
topic.
okay, great, great.
Yeah.
So just tell, can too much pleasure be a problem? Can too much pleasure be a problem?
Okay. Okay, Ravinder. So thank you for giving me this topic, and I do see this is a really an interesting topic, and because in today's world, all like we have always been seeking to go to the extremes of everything, and because like as today's topic is about dopamine, so definitely dopamine is something which we get when we are seeking pleasures, and even like having too much of anything, as we say, is always not good, because the goal is to strike a balance everywhere, not just in any of the activities, but everywhere, because that's what a part of nature is. So like even when it comes to pleasures, if we have anything which is too much in abundance, then we just lose the we lose the idea of how to try to get it. like like only when something is in scarcity and we understand its value, somehow this fact still holds true. So only when we are trying to when we have something in less amount and we struggle for it, we realize like throughout the journey, like how much efforts we have made for it, and we value that. So from my side, I would say that yes, I think having too much of pleasure could be a problem, because that stops us from making efforts, from making any hard work. So yeah, over to you.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Swati. Very nice uh, words and very rightly choose the words. So next time, make sure just when you come online, just if you are comfortable, you can open your videos, switch on your videos. And yes,
Sure.
excess of anything is not good, either it's pleasure or pain or anything. Yeah. So timer, can we take one or two more speeches, or we are just?
You have 10 more minutes, so you can go
Oh,
for.
great. I think then we can cover everyone. Okay, who want to come next? Okay, I'm just seeing the Simi's raise hand. Okay, Simi, for you. Okay, for you, describe your feel good moment today. Describe your feel good moment today.
Thanks, Toastmaster Ravinder. The feel good moment, if I talk about today, because the day has just started, is attending this meeting where I'm able to invest 2 hours of my day with like minded people, with the people who have growth mindset, which is aligning with my this year's goal to improve in public speaking as well as being confident on the stage. So I am working towards my goal. That's a feel good moment for me. And if I just come to the starting of the day, very starting of the day, the most feel good moment for me was to be alive, to get up alive and to see this beautiful world, to see the sunrise. So that's the most feel good moment for me. If I keep adding it moment by moment, being on the side of my partner, hugging him while waking up, and having seen my kids' face, the smiling faces, that was a feel good moment for me. Having my maid come, which was surely, I think, a best moment for every lady in the house, was the feel good moment for me. So, overall, if I say the day so far has been a mix, has been amalgamated with only the feel good moments so far. So, that's what the momentum I want to carry on through my day. Thanks, Toastmaster Mindo, for giving this beautiful day and to me to take it as a reminder to keep it a beautiful day throughout. Thanks.
Wow, Simi, great. I think you made everyone emotional with the morning hug and seeing the faces in everyone. And right, so the feel good was in this meeting with for everyone because today meeting start was amazing. Rashi start with the some fun quiz, and like Arjun is always our person who always make us laugh, right? So yeah, it's feel good for everyone today this meeting, and we are working with the very full minded people. Yes, great. Okay, next is I think Neha for you. The topic is name one habit you think you are addicted to. Name one habit you think you are addicted.
For past few years, I was busy with traveling, work, office. Everything was just about life, not giving time to myself. Now, for last 6 months, I am addicted to myself, addicted to improving what I have once dreamt of, opening my own business, opening financially, learning things, stock markets. I am addicted to my growth, and the results have been amazing. I wake up at 5 a.m. I don't know how. I go for swimming, and after that I feel fresh. So when I come back, I am literally energized. I'm back in action. I give time to my personal growth. I read about stock markets. I read about agriculture business that I want to open, and along with that, I give time to my personal work. I'm working in an office. I give time to understand what are the engine components that I'm going to deal today with. I am solely progressing. It was not an easy process, but I am right now addicted to myself, my growth, and improving mindset of the people around me. Right now, I've made sure that my mother goes to swimming lessons, my father too. So yeah, I am imparting whatever I have, the knowledge, the courage. I'm just doing whatever I like. So yeah, I'm addicted to myself these days. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, great, Neha. Addicted to self for the growth is a blessing, and I think nowadays you are very well blessed. So, yeah, great. Okay, I think we can move to next quickly, Hirender. Hirender, for you, that topic is can boredom ever be good for us? Can boredom ever be good for us?
Thank you, Ravinder. Really a nice topic. Everyone likes to enjoy the boredom as much as they can. And I am the person who really like the boredom. After a long day, this is actually required. Um, Somewhere I read also that to increase your production in any way or your productivity, you need to do, especially uh, at a time or regularly, nothing. You have to stop doing everything and start doing nothing to increase your productivity. And the boredom is exact same thing if you take it in a positive way. After a long work or a long session or a long meeting or a completion of a project, to enjoy your success or achievement, boredom is really required so that you gain your senses, you heal your inner mental peace again and get ready for the next project. So boredom is really a great thing. Although nowadays we do not get boredom because of, thanks to our smartphone, social media live. Because when we feel we are really doing nothing, what we do is scrolling our phones, watching social media, things that people are guiding us even though they know nothing about. And there are thousands and millions of preachers who can teach you each and everything online in few seconds, and we keep on engaging ourselves with such things and see it's like boredom, but it's not boredom, it's actually sucking up our energy. So yeah, I would recommend to enjoy boredom and do nothing for everyone at least once a week for a couple of hours. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravinder.
Yeah, thank you, Virender. Definitely, boredom is very necessary for us, and it's bring you on your feet to think something new. And boredom is the only key to change when you think something new, right? It gives you the enough space and time to think. Great. I think Mac is very silent today. So, Mac, are you there? Can you we pick you for the I think the last one, Nital, right? We can take one more. Sorry, you are on mute, Nital.
I want to go for it.
Okay, you want to go for it. Great. Okay. For you, so social media, dopamine or distraction? Social media, dopamine or distraction?
These days, we are quick to label. We are quick to label our friends. We are quick to label our food. We are quick to label, is yoga good? Is gym good? But we don't realize that everything has two sides. Anything can't be labeled in one go. You have to give it a time. You have to give it a shot. Likewise, when you consider social media, taking it as a distraction or a dopamine release, it could be based on the circumstances you are in. Sometime for me, social media is my best friend. When I really have nothing to do and I don't want to talk to anyone, it is where I would like to spend my time. I would rather spend time watching Arts of Netflix rather than talking to someone with whom I would feel that I'll end up leaving all my energy. Similarly, scrolling is not bad, but what you scroll, what you're consuming, and how it is affecting your mind will determine whether it's a distraction or a dopamine release. So, if you want to consider in your life what is good, what is bad, Don't label, just observe. So there is a statement that I keep repeating myself: observe, filter, and surrender. So observe how it is reacting in your mind. Then filter it out, whether it is a good for you or bad for you. You don't have to label it. Then surrender. If it is good, go for it. If not, just leave it. Don't attach any feelings towards. Social media, for me, it's my best friend. It's a release that I would need after a hectic day. I would scroll or read something. So everything is not a distraction. It's how you take it up. Thanks. Back to you, Toastmaster Virender.
Yeah, great, Nick. Well, obviously, everything has their own pros and cons. Like for me, also, social media is, I do scroll less, but like when I reach home after the very tiring day, so I used to do just only watch the Kapil Sharma show because I just keep relaxed, not thinking anything, and they will just uh keep focus on them in on the TV only because we are continuously laughing and laughing. So I think yeah, that's the one of the good friend of mine as well. So can we take any one more, or it's we are just with that timeline?
We are done. We should be done. You
Okay,
can.
thank you. Thank you everyone for taking the participation and expressing your thoughts and ideas. It was great. Thanks. Over to you, Toastmaster Arjun.
Thank you for that wonderful table topics section, Ravinderji. So, we've spoken about how to reel in junkies, right? Now, another aspect of dopamine is, wait, I wanted to share something. It's that what I am saying is not out of my, out of like whatever I'm sharing is actually research based. So I'm sharing a video link that from a lecture which Robert Sapolsky himself has given. And this is a clip, a short 60-second clip. So the title of the clip that I have made is A Relationship is the Price You Pay for the Anticipation of One. A relationship is the price you pay. So for a dopamine junkie, waiting for like I said, it's about not having something. Like dopamine is a chemical of the future where you're working for something in the afterlife, where you're working for something 10 years down the line, or something for tomorrow, or something for next summer, or something for tomorrow. It's always about not having something and wanting to something in the future. So if you already have something, and for that, for such a person, actually having something is boring. Actually having something is too peaceful, too boring, too non-exciting. So if you give such a person certainty, then they lose interest in this day and because they have 1,000 so other sources of excitement. So for you to rise past above every other source in this day and age, you have to really employ some advanced tactics. One of those is that maximal dopamine secretion happens when there is not a good reward, but there is reward prediction error. What do I mean by that? Like if you were roaming, if you're a tribal hunter and you were roaming around in the forest and you found a random tree with a pot of honey in it, then you would be so ecstatic because you were not expecting anything and you were just roaming around and you found a pot of honey. So you were expecting nothing, but then you got this like such a big reward. You are going to go crazy. And but if next Monday again you go and you again like because dopamine helps you learn also. That is why it is secreted. Part of dopamine is learning because it reinforces the behaviors that led to the good outcome last time. So once you go back again into that same area, you look at the same tree and there's another pot of honey. Somehow somebody is keeping pot of honey in the forest. Then your dopamine is not going to be as high because now on some level you know कि there is a chance there is going to be something there. You had a good prediction, but your reward prediction error is not so high anymore. And if it becomes a regular thing कि, okay, yeah, every Monday at 4 p.m. somebody somehow through divine means a pot of honey goes up in this tree, then you're going to be like so bored like after like 1 year of that, it will be just become another job. Oh yeah. Sometimes you may not even want to go there because it's so boring and so predictable and so routine that you will rather you would want to maybe jump a tree to experience something. I don't know. Because it is so predictable at that point. So to maximize dopamine, you have to set expectations very low, like makes other people expect nothing to almost. This person is not going to do anything, but then over deliver, like under and way over deliver. That is how you make somebody addicted to you, because you are now maximizing that reward prediction error, because they expected nothing from you. But then suddenly you plan this elaborate date and all out of the blue, like, and you like what, and then again just after that thing is over, then again you go into always being on, yeah, I have lost interest. That will never happen again. So that their expectations again go back to zero, and then again you can surprise them. But if you set expectation high, like bunny showing up in a tree every Monday, then it's like that other person will also not show up. It is about maximizing reward prediction error. With that, we will go to the next section of the meeting, which is the evaluation. With the evaluation section, which is Toastmaster Heather, we'll continue with the evaluation section. Oh, no. Wait, we'll have the evaluators, no, first.
You'll hand over to G. He will take forward.
Fine.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun, for the wonderful ride that you have taken us for the dopamine and the new. I think it's new for me that the less you get, the more you crave is the basic message what I've received from the theme today. So I will restrict myself in future if I want to create my value. Okay. With that value creating, I think the best way we can create our value is to get the correct feedback and give the constructive feedback. And for that, we have our first evaluator who will evaluate the speech of Mona. Do we have Mehak?
I think it's the
Vivek.
Prem's evaluation first.
Oh, sorry.
Mehak will be the evaluator for sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mona, for correcting. So, can I request Toastmaster Mehak to evaluate Colonel Prem's speech, please?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hirinder. Greetings, everyone. Today, the speaker, Toastmaster Prem, began his speech with a compelling story where he started and drawing us towards a heartfelt conversation between a father and a son. The son was eager for a car while he topped his exam and rejected the book that was gifted by his father. Years later, when the father was no more, he discovered that the key to the car was inside that book. This starting of the story was really powerful and it had a cinematic opening, I felt. It was like watching an opening scene of a movie, and then exactly how effective the speeches began with a story that grips the heart. So first thing that was really commendable, Toastmaster Prem, was that you in the starting itself make a hook that with the story towards the audience. After this, there were certain touching anecdotes that you shared that transitioned into a moment of gratitude for the audience, where you shared and connected the story with the central message of the speech, that was the power of reading. From sharing your personal experiences, like how you're promoting book reading, whether you're in Lodi Gardens, in bookstores, in digital libraries, using certain terms like bibliophile. The speech was not an informative speech, but also relatable, like how we can promote book reading with these small exercises that we usually do every day. And the another thing that was really commendable in your speech was when you held up the book and the key as well. That is adding a visual element, which made all of us a greater emotional weightage for all of us, because you shared the visuals with us as well. However, there were certain recommendations. While you ended your speech with an inspiring, note and a call to action that was reading while you asked the audience, are you ready to be a part of a book club? It was a beautiful way your message lingered. However, just one suggestion would be to make it more impactful. How? While you shared that how you can promote book reading and what are the various ways you can promote the activities that are related to books, I was also yearning for a deeper personal why. Why do you want to promote the book reading activity? What it means to you and how it has helped you in your life. Something that how it has shaped your identity, giving the audience some picture that why book reading is seen to be essential part of reading. So that personal message or that personal anchor for you was missing in the speech, and that could have added in few sections, which could have made it little more motivational as well, as that was the project for you. Other than that, the message was clear, it was heartfelt, and it was universal. You shared so many things about books, you shared so many terms about books, and the ending that was really inspiring for all of us. So, with this, I felt that these were some of the points that I wanted to share. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehak, for sharing your evaluation point. And thank you, Toastmaster Prem Prakash, for sharing such an inspiring story and inspiring every one of us. By the time we were talking, I have ordered the book that you were holding in your hand. So that's the impact of your speech. And I hope to continue to see such more discussion on book reading. And I do have some thoughts that I will be sharing in the WhatsApp group. Moving on with the meeting, can we request Toastmaster Vivek to share the observation on Toastmaster Monica's ice break speech? Over to you, Toastmaster Vivek.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harinder, General Evaluator of the Day. Toastmaster Monica started her speech with two questions to talk about. And these two were very powerful books. That's a great way of starting any speech or striking any conversation, because that builds the curiosity, which is the primary need for any public speaking. That builds the connection between speaker and the audience. She did not allow this connection to become weaker as her speech grew, as her speech continued. This connection became more and more stronger. How? She delivered two powerful stories, very emotional stories. दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग? That was the hidden message in her story. Translating that, we always think what other people will think, what I am doing, what I am thinking. And we are always remote controlled by someone other than us. And she took charge of her life through those two powerful stories. And she also did some dialogue delivery. So I was really imagining that, okay, her clarity of voice, her vocal variety, I could see all the 4 P's: power, pitch, pause, pace, very well utilized. Her hand gestures were also great. When she wanted to say number 1, number 2, she was using that. She was very comfortable throughout the entire speech delivery. So you excelled in every field of public speaking, Toastmaster Monica. However, you may want to work on 2 points. Point number 1, I saw you a couple of instances when you were fidgeting. Maybe these were your unconscious movement of hand, like taking it to your head. Maybe you may like to do something about how to control this unconscious movement of hand, which probably distracts audience. Second point is to actions with a question, why not me or why me? probably you could have converted that into clear call to action, that whatever situation is there, feel that yes, it should be me, and I'm blessed to be part of that situation. Maybe some simple sentence which we could have all carried with us. So these two things, if you implement, probably this will take your speech to the next level. All in all, your speech was great, wonderful, powerful, message is very clear. दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग, इसको कम करना है. We have to reduce this disease. We have to manage this part. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Toastmaster
much.
Vivek. And thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for sharing such a wonderful speech. And thank you, Toastmaster Vivek, for sharing your observation. And I hope to see that Toastmaster Monica will consider all your valuable inputs in your next speech. Thank you. So with that, we move on to our next small segment in the evaluation, where I have a team of tag players. So can I request my timer of the day, Toastmaster Neetal, to share her report?
Thank you, Toastmaster Hirender. So as I can read in the chat, it's a powerful, packed meeting. And I realized taking a timer role, I mean, whatever role you take, you become active. You can't step aside, you can't deviate. So not having a role in the meeting, you will not be focusing on what is happening. So encourage everyone to take the role. If you're coming to the meeting, try taking a role so that you are more attentive. You're anyway spending 2 hours in the meeting. If you take a role, it will be more fruitful. Can I have the sharing right? You are a secretary, Toastmaster Mohit, so you are taking notes that you will publish at the end of the meeting. Can I have the sharing rights, please?
Yes, just a moment. You reminded me of my role, so I need to do that.
You were the co-host, right? You were tagging.
Yes.
So you took a role. And that is more crucial role. Last week, I got the role without announcing, and it was my first time tagging people. So no disqualification. So Toastmaster for the speeches, Toastmaster Prem Prakash took 6 minutes 59 seconds. Toastmaster Mona took 6 minutes 10 seconds. And in table topics, Toastmaster Mohit 2 minutes 18 seconds. Toastmaster Deepthi 1 minute 88 seconds. So Deepthi, you could have spoken more. Toastmaster Vivek 1 minute 57 seconds. Toastmaster Mukesh 1 minute 49 seconds. Toastmaster Swati 1 minute 48 seconds. Toastmaster Simi 1 minute 51 seconds. Toastmaster Neha. So our guests today, they took the entire time utilization. So a big round of applause for them. Toastmaster Neha 1 minute 47 seconds. Toastmaster Hirender 1 minute 55 seconds. And did anyone time me? I forgot to time myself. Coming to evaluation, Toastmaster Mehek 3 minutes 14 seconds. So as I mentioned, no disqualification and powerful meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster Hirender.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neetal, with your precise report, and happy to know that no disqualification and everyone utilized the most time they were allotted. With that, can I request our counter of the day, Toastmaster Mukesh, to please share the report?
Thanks, Toastmaster Ravinder. Let me share my screen.
You're not audible.
Yeah, hello. Hope I'm okay.
You're better now.
Yeah, okay. Okay, can I get sharing screen permission? Okay, let me try once again. Sharing is not okay. Hope everyone can see my screen. So I today I was playing the role of the our counter and I try to find out the various filler words used by our speakers. Uh, so Arjun, our Toastmaster of the day, is almost used 15 times. I think more than 15 times because I noticed couple of O in uh, more in Arjun while delivering the content. And the Hirinder used couple of filler words. And the Monica, our speaker, took used 4 times filler words. And sir, our second speaker, Colonel Prem Prakash, I haven't noticed any filler words in his speech. Mehak, our evaluator for sir, I saw two. I noticed two in while evaluating, and I didn't notice any filler words in Vivek uh, and the Mohit. Swati Agarwal, I noticed 9 filler word and our table topic master Ravinder 5 and the Simit I noticed 3 and the Neha 2. I missed I didn't notice any filler word in Neetal content delivery. I will share this table in our Toastmaster WhatsApp group. Yeah, that's all from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Hirendra. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukesh, for sharing your counter report. Now we will go back to the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Deepthi. Please share your bit.
Sure. Thank you so much, Hirinder. I loved being the grammarian of the day today because I've actively noted down so many usages of regular English that are giving me thoughts, it is giving me my moments of serendipity. I'll call out top 5 usages that I loved absolutely, and I'll share the rest of them on the WhatsApp group of the club, the different WhatsApp groups that we have. The first usage was think about it. Those 3 words made me pause and reflect. So I love the way these words were spoken and the overall feel of the words. The quote by Malala, one book, one child, one teacher. It stood out for me. Dopamine junkie. That stood out for me. Slapped my inner child. Beautifully used. A moment to choose. And then addiction to myself. I think those were the words which were regular English words, but framed in a beautiful way that caught my attention. The word and the idiom of the day, they were happily being used today. Toastmaster Hirinder used it immediately and spontaneously the moment I called it out. Thank you. Colonel Prem used both the idiom and the word. Toastmaster Mona used both the idiom and the word and also used the word of the day in her speech. So thank you to everybody who used the word of the day. I will encourage you to start using the word of the day or the idiom through the week today. We are sitting on a Sunday. Use it. Get it into your system and your vocabulary. The not so good usages. I'll take a quick moment. What I noticed today were mispronunciations. A couple of words which were not pronounced correctly. My suggestions would be that let's use the advantage of an online meeting and the recording that is made available to us. Let us find some time during the week just to listen to our section of the video. Listen to the words we speak and how we speak. Listening is the first corrective action that can help influence our pronunciation. You can also, for words that you're aware that you don't know how to correctly pronounce, Hear somebody speak them out, shadow them, follow how they speak, reduce the speed of the video, hear them out, shadow them. Okay. And loud reading. So now that we are all inspired to do book reading, find out moments or pages where you sit and read aloud. Remember your school days when you were supposed to hold the book in the class and do loud reading. Those are quick fixes for you to improve your pronunciation. There's also subject-verb disagreement. I'll write about it. I promise I'll write about it in the WhatsApp groups. There's some easy giveaways or takeaways that we can do that. With that, I hand it over to you, Hirinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepthi, for noting such wonderful, beautiful word and sharing your thoughts on how we can improve. Surely, we all can benefit with the coming week with this. I will share my report, and forgive me if I look back to my notes. I've made few notes. So they say, well begin is half done. And what a better begin we have when Rashi, our Toastmaster, has taken the role. And she started with engaging everyone and picking and giving us a topic to speak, which is everyone is comfortable with, except myself and one more person who can see their spouses really nearby. Otherwise, everyone was very freely speaking their heart out, how they felt about their spouses. Moving on to the presiding officer, Mona, I think after the oath ceremony, this is your first meeting as the presiding officer and taking over. You have acknowledged everyone, including guests, and ensure that they are touched upon. You spoke to them and promised to speak later. You made some important announcement, which is really important. And I'm also looking forward for the next week training that's going to be in Gurugram for all this, for the newly elected PC members. One thing which I felt is that we missed the experience of guests. We could have asked the guests to share their experience. Coming back to the Toastmaster of the day, Arjun, you have introduced new layer of the Dopamine-Waala Pyaar. We all knew how to now engage and get ourselves valued when we start our new friendship, new relationship in any way. You were able to connect with everyone, really realistic examples. I like the way that you have quoted the research by Dr. Robert Sponsky, and interested, we'll go through the link that you shared whenever get time. So that was really a well-researched topic. It looks and it was visible that you have spent good amount of time researching and you were on the topic throughout your session. So kudos to you. Now I go to the table topic master, Toastmaster Ravinder, who took the table topic master, explained the segment, made it really interesting with the innovative and relative topics. Everyone was given a different relatable topic. And you also ensured that the transition was very smooth. As soon as the one speaker completed, you were able to connect back. Then you took the thought to the next speaker, and the entire session was very engaging. Everyone was willing to speak, and almost, I think everyone got a chance to speak. In the table topic master, I love the way our opening speaker, Toastmaster Mohit, explained the reward. It's not only the reward that he himself give, but it's a thought that everyone can start. It's a it's a two-way thought, that one, that you are bound to complete your task, whatever you are willing to do, and it also there is a reward waiting for you. So you are forced in a way to get your reward to complete your task, because most of us start the thing and we some way lack motivation in between. So this, seeing the end of your task is really important and will keep us energized, motivated unless we complete the task. It was really helping. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit, for sharing such a nice thought. Then comes to Toastmaster Dipti, who also had a very realistic topic: how you enjoy, you what's your joy. And it was really important that we feel important for whatever we have done for ourselves and to ourselves. And this is the one person we don't value more is ourselves, which we start, and we should give more value, more joy to ourselves. Really important. Toastmaster Vivek also explained why challenge is important against doing nothing or opportunity. We also had a moment where we handed over the topic to our guest Swati, who explained why too much is not good and it should be in a sufficient quantity. Then if I move back to the feedback session, Toastmaster Mehak provided the feedback to Toastmaster Mona, Toastmaster Prem, for his speech on the motivation and use the CRC approach. And similar way, Toastmaster Vivek also used the CRC approach in sharing his observation on the ice break speech of Toastmaster Monica. All in all, in a very good meeting. One suggestion that I could think of is that all of the role players, if we can have accesses set up within the meeting, as once we start the meeting, we can have their accesses set up so that when it's times to share screen or share their thoughts, they do not have to wait. We can still go with the flow. All in all, I think it was a great meeting. Everyone was participated and everyone enjoyed. I hope we had a moment of serendipity. With that, over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arjun.
So thank you for that amazing evaluation. So now I think we'll conduct the voting for the day. Please vote for the best role players. I think all of that will come in the chat while I continue my topic for the rest of you. So, what is the conclusion from all of this? It seems like uh, you only can experience that butterflies in the stomach. People always want to feel butterflies. It seems that it is always a search for something that you cannot have, or something that that you feel you will lose. So if you are like a dopamine junkie, you will always be looking for that butterflies in the stomach kind of feeling, and you will never be happy because you don't know how to be happy without butterflies. Okay, for you, not having something, missing something, or being in pain and all of those things is only what makes you happy. So from there you come to the conclusion that maybe dopamine is better used in pursuing more meaningful things, like how religions give you meaningful things to pursue. Like dopamine will always make you pursue phantoms, because it is not a chemical of having, it is a chemical of pursuing something. So it is better to pursue a phantom that will be productive for you, like the phantom of a better afterlife, or a better rebirth, or a better future 20 years down the line, or any other possible phantom, or a better future for your kids. Like all of these things are much more healthier instead of pursuing phantom. This like how our parents or our saints and sages have said that all of the happiness that in relationships is tainted, because it is like you're mistaking something for something else. It is you're mistaking fool's gold, because it is not happiness, it's actually misery which you call as happiness. So from my analysis and from my study of the modern research literature on dopamine and all of our pursuit chemicals that makes us want and pursue things, I have come to the wisdom that was shared by saints and sages also, that anything that you're pursuing in, especially in the domain of romantic attraction, it is always going to be mixed with pain, because it is you experience as pleasure is actually misery and not having and pain. And so if you want to use those techniques, yeah, fine, you can go ahead and whatever. But also understand that unless you learn how to have something and be happy with what you have, pursuing this is not really going to give you anything lasting. Or people think that you do not have, which is good in other departments of life, but not in this, because here is waste of time. So that is the conclusion that I hope to give, that Dopamine-Waala Pyaar is always dopamine kind of you have. Am I audible? Like, is my audio lagging? Is all clear, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, so
it's
that's
good.
my conclusion. I will share more and more clips by Dr. Polsky, and that's for my table topic. So now, can we announce the results, Toastmaster Mohit,
Thank you
or
so much,
whoever
Arjun.
is the presiding officer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Arjun, for running us through this meeting. It was fabulously done, and everybody contributed so well. I will just to respect the time of everybody. We have any which ways exceeded the time limit, but quickly I'll share my take on today's meeting. Thank you everyone for the great contributions. Till the time we have the results ready, I'll just take 2 minutes to conclude the meeting. I really would like to thank Neetal for ensuring that all roles are filled, and special mention to Colonel Prem Prakash for jumping in and taking the role and filling in the agenda completely. Thank you so much for that. And I think we have done meeting so well. Thank you, everybody. At this point, I would also like to take a quick feedback from our guests. Again, I really want to give them opportunity to share how they felt about the meeting and also introduce themselves. So, Suraj, would you like to go ahead first?
Hi everybody. So I really enjoyed the session, and it was really good session, informative, interactive. So overall, it was really good. Although I didn't participate in table topic, but next time probably I will be participating.
Superb, superb, Suraj. Of course, we would like to see you quite often or in every meeting, so to say, and we are more than welcome for you to join us in this journey formally. Yeah, thank you so much, Suraj. Swati, would you like to share your feedback for the meeting today?
Yes, Monica, it was great. I mean, to be among so many talented and speakers here, and especially what I loved here was the feedback which our master is like, sharing with everyone, because that's really gives a lot of scope for improvement. So yeah, I would definitely like to be a part of this more and be connected with all of you. And also, I learned some really interesting, thoughts. Like even when I saw Arjun was speaking on a topic, so I did get a lot of perspective. Like there's a different perspective to every person. So that's what also I loved here.
Super. Thank you so much. These words means a lot to us, and of course, we really would like you to be part of our clubs as soon as possible.
Thank you. Looking
All right.
forward to it.
Yes. So, do we have results ready, Mohit? Want to announce it now?
I'm almost there, Monica, but it's a pretty confusing result today. I'll let you take a call on how we sort of decide the winners. But the situation is that for our speeches, both Colonel Prem and yourself have got exactly same votes. Same is the situation for table topics where Toastmaster Simi and Toastmaster Mohit have got exactly same votes. And not only that, even for our evaluators, both the evaluators have got exactly same number of votes, Vivek and Mehek. Now, moving on to the best role player, let me see. I'm actually checking as I speak. There seems to be a lot of confusion or the equalness here as well. But let me see. You can probably continue to gather some more feedback while I do my checks here.
Yes. So if anybody has still not given the feedback, please go ahead.
Tiebreaker, yes.
Yes, break the tie. That will help us.
Yeah, we have a clear winner so far, at least for
Yeah,
the
wait,
role player of the
I
day.
will.
So I can announce that if you're okay with that. The Toastmaster of the day,
Sure, go ahead, Mohit.
Toastmaster Arjun, wins over as the best
Wow.
role player of the day. Clear winner. Although it wasn't like so obvious, other players have also won a lot of votes. Now coming to the auxiliary role players, the we have a clear winner here also. The grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Deepthi, is the best auxiliary role player of the day. I'll let you decide for how do you break the tie for the other roles. Monica, over to you.
Wait,
Can we toss the
wait,
coin?
I am giving everybody. I'm giving everybody my votes now. Now I will become the kingmaker.
Oh, you have not yet voted?
No, I forgot to vote.
Just do that. So
Yeah,
break the
done,
tie. Yeah, please break the
done,
tie.
Let me know on chat. It'll be easier.
done.
Have you submitted on the form, Arjun?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Can you ping me just the three speaker, table topic speaker, and evaluator?
Yeah. I might as well write it on the chat
Just
because that will
announce
be the
it right
winner.
away. I mean, that you can announce it, right? As
That
the winner.
you are decision maker today, Arjun. Arjun, अपना तीर चला दो.
Yeah.
So the best speaker of today is Toastmaster Prakash.
Yeah. Wonderful.
And the best I think the best table topic speaker will be Mohit.
Yay. Thank you.
And the best evaluator will be Mehak.
Yay.
Awesome.
Okay, that's
Finally,
it.
we have the conclusion, which is really important. Thank you, everybody. I think for the next meeting, we have a learning to adhere to the timings, and we can see how we can be punctual on that. With that, we can close for the day. Thank you, everybody, for the great meeting, and hope to see you next meeting, even with more energy. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Have
Thank
a great
you.
weekend.
Great weekend.